Hi, this is Mats from Miracle Marketing. Today I want to talk to you about attracting website traffic. Well, we know that most traffic we get to our website that comes through the search engines, and the search engines are the big ones is Google, Bing, and Yahoo. And as you know, it's a saying today that when you want to know something, you Google it. And that's very true. You just go and you put in some words and you find what you are looking for, hopefully. So, to get traffic to your website, there are certain things you must do. And if you don't do it, then nobody will find your website. And this is whatever traffic system you want to use in the future. This is the basic that I will talk about. The basic, if you really don't do this, then the other system will not work for you either. So what is it? Well, it's about using the right keywords. So then you can ask yourself, what on earth is keywords? Well, how do people find your product or services online? Well, we said that they use the search engines, and now they put in some words on their computer. They use words to search for your product or service, and those words are called keywords. So it's certain words that people put in that they think they would get close to what they're looking for when they look for your particular service or product. So let's have a look at what it really is. On one side it's you putting in the words, and the other side is the search engine. So how do the search engine know that they should pull up your website or some website related to what they're searching for? How do the search engine know what they should look for? Well, the search engine can only read text. So the text that the searcher is using must be present on your website as well. So if you use the same words on your website as the person searching for you, then there's a good match. And there's a possibility, or a great possibility, if you have done the work right, that Google will put you up in a good position and people will find you. So what words should we use? Let's take an example here. I took shoes. Now you can put in shoes in Google, and what you get is a result of shoes, any kind of shoes in the whole world. That is probably not what you want. So that's too broad. The next is, if you narrow it down to red shoes, well, then you still get red shoes, but any kind of red shoes in the whole world. Well, we can narrow it down even more to Nike red shoes. Then you get Nike red shoes, any kind of Nike red shoes in the whole world. That might be sufficient, but maybe not enough. So we can narrow it down to Nike red shoes Sydney. So if you live in Sydney and that's where you're looking for it, then you will only get those results. So now you see how important it is that you narrow it down and you use not only one word, or maybe not even two words, 3 or 4 might be sufficient. And this is what you're gonna find out. Now, this is not a guesswork. The search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo, they know exactly what kind of words people are using. So you can find out and use the same words for you on your website. So where do we find these keywords? Well, there are tools. One is called the Google Keyword Tools. You just go to Google and put in keyword tools, Google keyword tools, you will find it. Another one is called SEO book. Both of them are free tools, and if you put in a phrase that is closely related to what you are selling, your product or service, then they will tell you exactly what people do put in on the search engines. So you will see all the related words, and you can then also see how many searches there have been on the different words the last month. So where do we put those keywords? Well, that's a good question, because now we know the words, but where do we put them? Well, there is one place called the title. Another one is called the description. And then that's in your text content. This is all on your website. And also links to your website where you can use these words. That means somewhere outside of your website that links to your website, and if you use those words, like those keywords in this link text, it will be an advantage. But let's focus on title and description because they're really important. Let me show you here. This is a search I made on weight loss. This says on the top. Now, if you look at the upper right corner, there is an arrow pointing from title to the blue text. And that is the title that comes out on Google. That's how it shows. That is the blue text. Now, underneath is the black text, the smaller black text. That's the description. So that's how it will show up. In both those places, you have to have the keywords, the most important keywords that is related to your product or service. So, to add unique title and description to each page on your website, this is really important, because if, let's say you have a hotel, you will use different keywords for your accommodation. You will use different keywords for your restaurant page, or maybe you have a page about weddings. You will use different keywords for weddings. So each page is unique, and you have to use different keywords. Now, depending on your website platform and how your website is done, it will look a little bit different. But on each page, or where you create each page, there should be a place showing that where you put the title, and there should be also the place for putting the description. When you type in your title and description where you write keywords, then those will show up there. So that's how you do that. And then you also place a few of your keywords, repeat them in your text content. You build them in so they flow naturally. All this is called SEO, search engine optimization. That's the fancy word for it. And as I said before, if you don't do this basic thing that we've been talking about today, there is no way that you will be successful with the more sophisticated systems. Anyway, doing this, if you do this basic thing, you will still be 75% ahead of your competition. And that is the kind of success I wish for you. I hope this was helpful. I will come back soon with another video discussing a little bit further. So thank you very much.